Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a look at some sky phenomena above Texas and New Mexico. Primarily over Texas is where I received the majority of the photos you're about to see from Carla, Wayne, Major, and Conrad. Conrad even suggesting that there was something going on in the skies above Pecos. We're going to come back and take a closer look at those photos here in just a moment. Also have a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. First, I want to take you guys to Utah, where Infinite Mysteries 360 shared this location. They found on Google Earth. The coordinates are right here, and you can also find them down below in the description box of what looks like a disc lodged in the ground. I'll take you guys to that location right now on Google Earth. This is where we're at. It's kind of in a remote location in the bottom of a dried out creek bed in the center of Utah. Right there is the object. It doesn't look like a conventional location for what's known as a grain bin or a grain silo that stores grain. That's what the top of one looks like, but I find it hard to believe that one would be built in such a rugged location. It would be very difficult to access, either to get your goods or to even put them in there. And then I think it would be very challenging to even build a structure inside such a rugged, rocky, dried out creek bed. Measuring this thing, it measures, we'll do it real quick, 18 feet across. So it's not like it's really huge. See right there, 18 and change, side to side, 18 foot wide. So it's not real huge, but then again, it's not super small. I think it would be kind of small to be a grain bin. I think grain bins are typically bigger than that. But again, I don't know why a grain bin would be situated in a dried out creek bed next to a very steep rocky embankment like that. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I don't know what this is. Don't claim to know. Neither did Infinite Mysteries 360. They just found it very interesting, as do I, and I'm going to pass it along to you guys. Once again, the coordinates are down below in the description box. You're welcome to go check it out. It looks like a saucer lodged in the ground, but I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Leave a comment down below as to what you think that may or may not be. Now over here at the website, checking out the Schumann resonance, you can see a little bit of activity starting to increase in the Schumann resonance. That is from this former Earth-facing coronal hole. The high-speed solar wind from that coronal hole has now reached the Earth, and we should see some more auroras in the northern hemisphere in the next few hours if they're not already underway. Hopping over here to the USGS global seismographs, for the most part they're pretty quiet. There was some unusual activity. You see right here over in Armenia. I mean, that's a vertical spike that's almost instantaneous. It doesn't look like a classic earthquake signature. Going up to the Fox Creek seismograph that we've been monitoring now for weeks, and you can see there's a very weird signature that almost looks like a bounce of some sort. Again, not sure what's going on there. We've just been simply monitoring that now for several days, if not weeks, and it's been showing a steady flow of unusual activity, not only at Fox Creek, but Dillon, Montana, Flag Ranch, Wyoming, and also over at Pearl Lake, Idaho. But for the most part, the seismographs globally are pretty quiet. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, you can see a little bit of activity across the northern tier on most of the seismographs, albeit small, but nevertheless, it's still there. And that too has been there for several weeks. But until these things, and hopefully they never will, turn all dark blue at the same time, I'd say we're in pretty good shape. And I want to take you guys over to Texas, where I received multiple photos from multiple people that, again, don't know each other. Carla W. out of West Texas. You can see there's a large hole punch. That's what we know them as, hole punch clouds. Perfect circle in the sky, and I guess there were a lot of these, and this occurred over the course of about 7 days. And I did find evidence of these things on Zoom Earth. This has been going on now for about a week. Multiple large circles appearing in the sky in the clouds above Texas. Here's another view of another hole punch cloud above Texas. Going in for a closer view. This again is from Carla W. over in the Pecos area. Here's another one. This is a different one from the first one that we just saw. And for some reason, it was almost like an outbreak that lasted for several days. Here's a different one right here. Pretty large. I'd say that's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000, maybe 2,000 feet wide. It could be even larger than that. You can see the cloud deck was pretty thick right in through here. You're going to see some more photos from other people that noticed the same phenomena. I just compared it to this circle that showed up in a photo from Houston, Texas, because it was from Texas. Not that it's identical to what we're seeing here, but nevertheless, it was a random circle, nearly perfect circle, that appeared in a photo above Houston. And now we've got photos of multiple hole punch clouds, circles in the sky. Here's another one from Wayne out of Mentone, Texas. Big circle in the sky. Again, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 2, maybe 3,000 feet wide. Here's yet another one, Conrad out of Pecos, Texas, sent in by Major. And Conrad was the one that suggested there was something going on in the skies above Pecos, Texas. Pecos, Texas is in West Texas, where Carla shared the photos from. And again, you can see the clouds are very thick. Look at that thick layer of clouds. How did that just randomly form? It almost looks like something went through the clouds, leaving behind a nearly perfect circle. And there's what Conrad had to say. Something is going on in Pecos. And he was referring to the skies. Here's the Houston photograph, just simply comparing the two, that's all. This showed up in a photograph that was not visible, that was in the nighttime sky. These obviously in the daytime sky, but I did manage to find some early in the morning. This would have been during the early morning daytime hours on February the 4th. Right there's one, and this is above Texas. See it right there? That looks like a hole punch cloud to me. Here's another one. And then this one here is shaped like some sort of a ship in the sky. Not necessarily round, but looks like a craft that's got some sort of a wing apparatus. Not necessarily an airplane either. Got one there, got something there. Then you've got these streaks in the sky. I suppose those could be caused by an airplane. I don't think this was caused by an airplane right there. Something unusual in the clouds, and that is above Texas. These are the only ones I could find here at Zoom Earth, and these are not above West Texas. These are more in the north central part of Texas, but you can see evidence of multiple hole punch circles in the clouds starting to form. Some of them already formed in the skies above Texas. February 4th, but this was occurring back on like February 1st, even as far back as January the 31st. This has been going on for several days. For some reason, something going on in the skies above Texas. Here's a photo of one, I think, over New Mexico, and this was also sent in by Carla W. But this one here, I think, might have been on the Texas-New Mexico state line. Anyway, it was visible from West Texas. Now I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. Glenn D. out of Michigan. Talk about a high-profile shelf cloud. Get a load of that thing. Glenn also noticed a big jumbo halo around the sun from right up in Michigan. Mary Hall, also from Michigan, noticed these very unique clouds from the International Space Station. Jay Realm from Tracy, California. Some very unique clouds dipping down from the sky. This one here also from Tracy, California. Another unique photo by Jay Realm out of Tracy, California. Looks like something large jumping up out of the clouds. Big dark feature during sunset from Tracy, California. Dallas, Texas. Jane got some big colorful rings in the proximity of the sun. Look at that. That is an excellent photograph. Good job, Jane, out of Dallas, Texas. Jessica L., Idaho. Big red and gold sky. This too at sunset. These are unedited. These are the way I received the photographs from Jessica out of Idaho. Photo here too out of Idaho as a storm was rolling in. Very ominous looking sky. Ormond Beach, Florida. Hayden Amy. Very pink sky reflecting off of the lake right there in front of her. Gilbert out of Miami, Florida. Big, tall, glowing orange cloud. John B. out of Muskegon. Another big halo around the sun with what looks like a giant comma or an upside-down exclamation point in the sky. Incredible photograph. K-Fet out of Mesa, Arizona. Very busy sky above Arizona. Choppy out of Ottawa, Illinois. These are called light pillars, and they're caused by very cold air and nighttime lights, especially parking lot lights and stadium lights. Sometimes they will send beams up into space in the very cold atmosphere. This was from Ottawa, Illinois. And she also noticed these very unique clouds that formed a straight line in the sky. Corrine from up in Eugene, Oregon noticed the outline of what looks like a big dark triangle just sitting up in the sky. Great photos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at mrmbb333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery at the website, and sometimes I'll use them in a video just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.